I was born in Scarborough. I was raised Scarborough, Ontario. It's like east end of the city. Um, I guess that's the area I was born in. I lived in North York, I guess like Etobicoke area up until I was 5, and then I moved to Brampton, Ontario, which is about like 20 minutes, half an hour outside of the city, outside of Toronto, Canada. And yeah, I went to school there and spent a good 20-25 years of my life there. I didn't really decide to become a producer. I've been playing piano since I was 6. So I was always producing music, or making, well, not producing music, but playing music, playing instruments and stuff like that. And then my friend Puneet from the high school that I went to gave me this program, Acid Pro, before it was bought by Sony. And I just kind of went from there, went crazy on it, really. And then I found out that what I was doing was producing music. And then I got a break, and then here I am now. I don't know what really made me want to do it, though. I just kind of stumbled upon it, and I was good at it, I guess. Well, I've been playing the piano so long, I could pretty much play anything if I learned where the keys are. I've played the steel drums before, I played the guitar before, I've played the saxophone, the piano, obviously. I played the drums in high school. I was the drummer in high school for like 2 or 3 years. But I could pretty much play. I've never had an instrument that I couldn't learn how to play what I wanted to play, I guess you could say, except for the guitar. But everything else is pretty, I learned how to play fairly quickly. Everything that I tried, anyways. First celebrity I produced for. The first celebrity? Well, I guess it depends on your definition of celebrity. I guess the first big artist that I produced for was Tony Ayo. That is kind of like a household name. Well, when I was working with them, G-Unit was huge, so that was probably the first real celebrity that I worked with, was G-Unit, Tony Ayo, 40 Glock, those guys. VH1 behind the music. I think I did some beats for Pink's episode, and then they had a DMX's episode. I did some stuff for that. What else? Like MTV Teen Cribs, MTV2, some stuff on like MTV Espanol, some stuff on HBO, like a bunch of stuff, like tons and tons and tons of TV shows. The best I've worked with? I can't really say the best, because I like a lot of artists. I only work with artists that I thoroughly enjoy, that I would like listen to on my own time. The best, I guess my favorite would be like when I worked with Richie Sosa, when I was working on my mixtape like years ago on the staff meeting. I haven't seen him in years. I don't know. I know he had a kid and stuff like that, so I don't think he's rapping anymore. But he's one of my favorite. He's like hands down my favorite rapper in Toronto. Is Richie Sosa. So yeah, that would be my favorite. Working with Wiz Khalifa was fun too. He's like really cool. We just got really high. But as far as my favorite artist to work with is probably Sosa in the studio. Yeah. The homie.
Sure.
Anybody that's talented, really. As far as celebrities go, I'd love to work with like Timberland, but not even really like just make songs with him and stuff like that, but like just like playing my beats and stuff like that. Pharrell, obviously, the Clips, huge fans of that group right there. The whole, like anyone that's on Star Trek, honestly, like I would die to do a record with Khalees. Like that'd be amazing. Honestly, Meek Mill and Ace Hood. and they kind of like similar flows or whatever, but like Ace Hood is like dope. The Starvation is like really really good. I'd love to work with Sade, which is like completely like left field. Sade is amazing. Van Hunt, actually, I just got in contact with recently. I'm supposed to be working with him soon, and he's like, I used to listen to him when I was like in like last year at high school, like first 2 years of college. Like Van Hunt was like the shit. Who else would I want to work with? Music Soul Child, I think is amazing. Pretty much everybody. I like to work with anybody and everybody. I'm not like picky or whatever. But those are like probably like my, like if I had to, like if I was making an album, that's who, like those are the people I would call, like right away. Not even, like, yeah. I think what makes me different is people are gonna think I'm a hater for saying this, but what makes me different from what makes me different from a lot of producers or whatever is that I don't just work with people for like money purposes. I do this for a living, so like obviously I work with artists that, I mean, you know, like anybody with a third job, they expect to get paid. But I think what makes me different from a lot of artists or whatever is that a lot of producers are looking for the big rapper to get that big hit so they can get a big check. And like when I worked with Wiz Khalifa, I mean, a lot of people knew who he was, but not even close to the amount of people that know who he is today. Not a lot of people knew him. And you know, and I got that opportunity because I was working with another artist that was unsigned. And I get a lot of opportunities to work with big artists through artists that nobody really knows about yet. So, like even when I worked with French Montana featured on the record or whatever and came up here to Toronto and recorded it, and he was featuring on the record for an artist that, once again, no one really knew who he was except for the people that were in his town. So I like working with upcoming artists or whatever because sometimes I guess like the beats that I make branch off into opportunities for me where I can work with bigger artists because I guess I make good beats. My biggest career goal was to just be happy and make music for a living, and I've accomplished that. So I guess my next career goal would be to have like a #1 record, but I don't feel like they give the #1 records away to the artists that are really good. So I don't know if I want that to be my goal anymore. I mean, aside from like getting a Grammy and having a #1 record and having a label and stuff like that, yeah, like just like the simple stuff, like just like being happy and like making music for a living and being able to provide for myself and people that I love. And I'm doing pretty good so far, so that's about it as far as goals go. Any final comments? Nothing really. Just to like remain confident and like never stop working. I'm 28 right now, and I've been playing piano since I was 6. I started making beats when I was 15. The first artist that I produced was G-Unit. I was 22, and I never really started making money until I was like 25, 26, like real like money to support myself. So you know, just never stop, man, because you know, the way I run my business is a very unorthodox way of running business, but it's good for me because I'm the only person that's doing it the way that I'm doing it. And not to say that I'm better than anybody, but I run my production company, I guess you could say, differently than a lot of people. So just like, you know, just think outside of the box and, you know, never stop pushing, never stop trying, never stop thinking of ideas, and you know, and think positive. That's it. Yo, what's up? It's your boy Jstaffz, the producer from Toronto, Canada, and you're now watching my interview with V Magazine. Check it out.